Trapmore gang, it is very unfortunate that there is now a civil war going on amongst one of the most terrifying groups of gangsters in Chicago right now, the Bloodhounds, okay? Because one of the most illustrious names that's been associated with the Bloodhounds in the rap game in recent years, not the murder game, not necessarily the murder game, but definitely the rap game, is Rell Vert. But, okay, Rell Vert has now come out to basically say, all right, he's not feeling the Bloodhounds, okay? And this is, bruh, Lil Jeff would be turning in his grave to hear Rell Vert dissing the Bloodhounds, man. Because basically, he was just caught 2 days ago on a leaked call talking about the Bloodhounds, saying Bloodhound not on a crumb. That's what they're saying. They're saying the back door is now open. Listen to this.
You said on your uncle grave, what?
On my daughter, them niggas out on the crumb.
What niggas?
Bloodhound, fuck you talking about? What? Y'all tell them to their face on my God.
They don't kill. You got all the bodies. Jeff was the last hope. What's all that? You talking about you got 5 bodies. I get on the phone, look on them, they say he's lying. They say can't no nigga tell me shit that ain't got more bodies than me. That's what Lil Brother done said. His ass cap and he ain't been in this shit. They old and washed up. Rapping all shit. And you just told me Speedy said he ain't fucking with shit. He dinner for the beat.
So that's definitely embarrassing, and it's not the people that you want to you know, piss off, right? Even if you was cool with them once. People in the comments are saying, man, Lil Jeff was really the muscle for them. Obviously, there's rumors that Lil Jeff had 11 bodies, and people are saying nobody spun about him, nobody got revenge for him. I'm not condoning that. I feel like it would be much better for Q50 to have an illustrious career as a successful rapper than go and face life in jail for sliding for Lil Jeff, especially when the guys that shot Lil Jeff, as far as I'm aware, have been, you know, locked up, incarcerated off the streets. It's saying dudes ain't did nothing since Jeff died. They're using middle schoolers, shorty mob as muscle. Now that is crazy, okay? That is crazy. But you're saying, how do you know that? We all watch them from behind the scenes. We don't know half of the stuff these dudes do in the street. I've heard some stuff. I've heard that they have done some stuff, to be honest with you. It wasn't too long ago we was talking about, but this comment here, it says that dude from Trap City already said this, but dudes was hating on him. Sometimes it ain't hate and it's the truth. Jeff really was the muscle that put in all the work. That's why his ops respect him, but they don't respect the other Bloodhounds. They're saying Tiro been saying this, all right? It's crazy how they beefing after they let all of their talented rappers die. But okay, let me give you a little bit more background, okay? And I'll refer to some of my own work on this, all right? Basically, the conflict with Trap City and the Bloodhounds, okay, reportedly, it had been going on for quite some time, but it reportedly started after Lil Jeff actually stole a chain, and this apparently led to the death of his cousin Z Money. And basically, Lil Jeff robbing people is just the root of all evil by the sounds of it.
However, the case would seemingly get some clarity in July 2024 when members of Trap City, including Trap City Rob, Vert's former good friend Tero, who's also a rapper, and OTF Black, who's actually a friend of Lil Durk and a Trap City OG, would give an interview to the Chicago YouTuber X-Man Rico where they would insinuate that the relationship between Trap City and Drill City had actually gone sour over a stolen chain.
Because the way Reddit, this is why I want the clip too. They say his dad from down here, Big J or something like that. Big J?
Anybody you got
also, his daddy is from down here.
Yeah, them. They know what they did.
So okay.
They know what they did.
So okay, the Bloodhounds, y'all was cool.
Everybody that got a
was my homie.
He stole a chain, bro. We tried like he took it. He stole my own chain.
Who was that South J?
Nah, brother.
One of the other guys.
This one of the other. This other one.
Folks letting him wear the J. He come back like he got into a high speed with 12. Line saying he lost it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how they live. You know?
Yeah.
So it's saying Lil Jeff was their young homie, all right, and he ran off with a chain, lied and said, he said that he was in a high-speed chase with the cops and lost the chain. They're saying they're not buying it, and that's when the beef started. Now, Q50, probably the most famous and successful Bloodhound member that's still alive, eventually did step forward to apparently confirm this incident was actually true, right? It says, the day Lil Jeff told Trap City that he got in a high-speed chase and lost the chain. It says, fried man, we was trying to make something look believable. So he's Q50's confirming that this cap actually happened and they tore his wife beater to try and make it look like they was really in a high-speed chase. He said he was trying to make it look believable. And there he is with the chain, man. There he is with the chain. Very slimy, man. Is that Q50 saying he still got it, or is this a throwback pic of back then? They're saying everything changed this day. Every action has a reaction. People are saying crazy the domino effect this shit had. This cost the lives of about 7 people, right? Z Money, Jeff, Lil, VI sister, and probably more. This person definitely is tapped in. Can you explain to an LA guy what happened? I was following along. I don't know the story. Jeff borrowed a chain from VI Trap City, then lied like it was lost in a high-speed chase, but he really sold it for money. They didn't believe his obvious lie, so they started a huge beef in 2023-24 that led to 5 people dying over a fake chain. They all used to be friends before that. They're saying that's hilarious. Didn't he start his career because his friends jammed 2 watches? He lived long enough to see himself become the villain. That's true. I mean, if Lil Jeff was really murdering multiple people about those watches that got stolen, then he basically is like, yo, I deserve this over stealing these chains, right? It says tearing the neck of a wife beater to make the list. The chain cap story is crazy. That is crazy. That is hilarious. I low-key would have believed him because ain't no way a dude gonna do all of that to be lying. You really tore the wife beater, right? That's crazy. So obviously after this, Z Money's death would basically signal the complete end of the alliance between these two groups. And this is basically where, you know, the beef would just become just out of control. So this is Z Money from Drill City, Bloodhound. He was shot and killed in March 2023 at the age of 22. He was killed in a parking lot near mixed mob territory. Other Bloodhound members rep his name hard and even tatted his name on them for Zaire, aka Z Money. All right, and that's him with a Bloodhound chain on. All right, that's a nice chain. That's icy as hell. Fucks with that. They got Z Money tats all over the triple Z's. This is the old Chiracology right here. Long live Z. That's what they're saying, man. So despite being from Trap City, Vert, he would actually choose the Bloodhounds during this split. And this is a move that was actually discussed by Trap City in a recent interview. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we out there.
So let's see. It was about here.
You know, they be curious about the relationship between you and Vert, right? We seen a lot of pictures of y'all together, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all down there grew up together. And now, you know, y'all no longer cool. So can you know, kind of break that down for us, you know, however, you know, you would like to?
You know, this is how I'm gonna lay it out. I'm gonna lay it out like this. Like, the nigga Vert, that was, you know, I've been knowing Earl for a minute, you know? I've been knowing folks for a long time.
His real name Earl?
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Where the you get Rell from? But we ain't on that. But on phone them, I've been knowing folks for a minute. He always been older than me. What, Vert? 23?
A few years older than you?
I'm 20. He always been older than me, but since, let me tell you, man, everybody always treated Vert. Treated him, gang. He never been that type of nigga, for real. But his brother them like that. His brother them know that. But he ain't never been that type of T. But literally, he was playing in that middle shit for too long, lying to us like he went with my, you know, this your best friend and shit. You lying to us, and we your real homies. You don't even know dude. You met dude in 2021. So you've been knowing him for 3 years, and I've been knowing you for 10 years. That's why we fell out. You only knew him for 3 years, and you know, willing to cross, even though he was willing to bring you back in, and you a couple hugs, gang. You said that, man. Nah, I'm gonna ride with this nigga I knew for 3 years, even though he treated me and they don't really love me like that. I'm still gonna ride with the niggas that don't love me over the that love me. So that's why we fell out. Cause he ain't no real nigga, and the niggas that he's around, they gonna see that shit in a couple more months. Let him get around the people. He ain't thorough, he ain't genuine. Yeah. He fake, for real.
So Tero's saying that he's fake and that he basically was picking sides, even though he was from Trap City originally. Now, what's interesting is in a leaked conversation between Lil Jeff and Vert, this would show that Vert actually did still have a connection to his original neighborhood.
Man, but look, I'm not gonna get at nobody. Look, that's us. But look, dude, I was just talking to my peoples. But look though, like I ain't gonna lie, I missed the hood for we not finna be. I mean, really, he sent me that DM posting on my bed talking about what the still love, you still blood. Yeah. It is what it is though, cause they got me still. If you really think about it, don't give him, Lil Jeff.
So he's saying he missed that hood, man. He misses his original hood. He misses Trap City. Now, interestingly, during this same period, Vert and Q50 were reportedly dealing with their own friction.
When Bloodhound Q...
So this is a little breakdown where Vert tries to apologize to Q50, but Q50 ain't really trying to hear
50 and Vert weren't on talking terms, and Vert tried to apologize, but Q50 tells him this.
Hey, what you on, 50? It's a battle. On BAM, for that's AMF. Right, for you and Bizzle. I ain't got no rap. I ain't got no rap for y'all. On BAM, I bet for them, bro. What's up, cuz? Hey, Lil Jeff, can you get the phone back, folks? I got it, brother. Yeah, it's fried, bro. I ain't trying to talk. Hey, get your on there. You gonna get that? Yeah, that's all. That's cool. Chill. Lose my number.
When Bloodhound
So what it looks like, okay, is basically Lil Jeff's being the voice of reason, all right? Saying, lose my number. He was hurt. Lil Jeff was really the glue. Lil Jeff was Vert keeping things together, trying to calm it down, all right? For everybody that says Lil Jeff was the big killer, he was just great, straight demonic energy left, right, and center. Well, actually, he got a little bit of a peacemaker to him, okay? But unfortunately, on the day that Lil Jeff lost his life, now there's been rumors, okay? Lil Jeff obviously passed away the day that he was trying to slide on Trap City. The rumor has it that he was shot by Trap City Rob in self-defense when he tried to run up in his home, something that Lil Jeff rapped about. He always rapped about running in people's home and shooting them in their own home. So that's the energy that he was putting out. We've seen the surveillance footage of Q50 providing backup and shooting from a distance, or, you know, running up basically from a distance to give backup to Lil Jeff. Unfortunately, it was too late, and he did unfortunately slip on the ground. But rumor has it that the day that Lil Jeff lost his life, Rell Vert might have actually been the driver. That's what a lot of people believe, okay? Basically, I'm not going to show you the part where we see Jeff get killed. This is another angle, okay? But basically what you do see, seemingly, is somebody in the gray, in a gray sweatsuit getting out of the car, looking back to see what's going on after Jeff got shot. People believe that's Vert. Just hearing a barrage of bullets in the street, right? And then eventually you actually see someone kind of get out the car, look, and then get back in. See, they kind of cop out the car, they look down the street to see what's going on, and then they get back in the car. Some people think that's Rell. All right, some people think it's Rell Vert. But let's see if there's any comments. As soon as the switch stopped, he was dead. They seen bro got shot and dipped. Jeff was shooting. The dude in the back was shooting back. Like, you hear Jeff shots go off with the switch, and all you hear is a sound like a Draco going off. You can hear someone shouting, "Run, folks." He was already dead at this point. It's so sad, man. It's so sad. But so basically, like, this is where the gang dynamics get really complicated, right? Lil Jeff, the glue that was holding a lot of people together, he wasn't there anymore, right? And following this incident, that's when Trap City members were basically questioned about whether Lil Jeff's own brother still claimed Trap City.
Trap City Rob on Bloodhound Lil Jeff brother is still claiming Trap City after he unalived Lil Jeff.
I wanted to ask y'all too, since, like, you know, Lil Jeff brother's been locked up, like, you know, with this whole situation going on. Yeah. Have y'all ever, like, you know, got the chance to talk with him? Did he, like, tell y'all whose side he was picking, or did he stay neutral to it?
That's your little brother. That's know what's going on. They said he's still claiming Trap City. Yeah, I heard that too. But Jay Boogie, he won so he know how that go. He gonna never respect it, but you know.
I asked that because a lot of times don't mean nothing nowadays in Chicago.
He don't know Q50 though, for sure. Creative player. Yeah, and Animal, man. How to stay out there with dude now.
So he's saying that Lil Jeff's brother Jay Boogie's still claiming Trap City. Now, if that's actually true, that is pretty wild. But if that's where he was from originally, that's how he identifies it, is what it is. But just a month after Lil Jeff's death, that's when Trap City Terror would basically allege that Vert almost backdoored the Bloodhounds for Trap City. All right, let me be careful with this. So this is a clip of Tero basically responding to Vert and claiming that he's basically so in the middle at a point that he was going to backdoor one of his own friends for Trap City.
Some motherfuckers sending me shit about this goof ass little boy, gang. Oh, ass is a fucking goofy, gang. Talking about 67, 83. Like, stop that, gang. Oh, my dead brother. You know what's going on. Your ass always been a fucking goofy, gang. You just play in the middle for so long, nigga. You just finna... Oh, my dead brother, nigga. You was finna backdoor straight enough for us, gang. Your ass is a goofy, gang. Mark this grave, folks. Fucking goof ass little boy. Oh, the world just think so much about you bitch ass niggas, gang. You niggas ain't no shit, nigga. Your own homie just told me about you, gang. I ain't gonna say shit, my dear. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'll tell you, keep between me and him. So I ain't gonna say nothing. Just all I know, look, your homies know you a fucking goofy, and they know your ass ain't right. Once the world find out who you really is, gang, they not gonna like you, gang. Your ass is fucking smirk.
So he basically saying once the world find out who you really is, they're not gonna like you. Okay, saying the whole world is crazy. But he's basically saying that Rell Vert's playing both sides. It says if I was Vert, I wouldn't even be trying to argue with dudes who know everything about me. Saying Vert better go buy some prescription sunglasses and hopefully a couple buildings and take care of them children. That's a crazy reference, man. People are, you know, basically people are hating on Vert. Now, look, I've had a little back and forth with Vert, but I'm a big fan of his music, right? I don't wish any ill on him. But basically, Rell Vert wasn't feeling this because about a couple months after this, he would sit down for his interview on No Jumper, shout out to them, and here he would actually disown Trap City. He'd say it's not love.
Cause they be saying that you from Trap City or some shit, and they said that you used to be hanging out with the Trap City niggas, and then you chose your side and started hanging out with the Bloodhounds.
Chose myself? What? You won't never know side the truth. Like I'm from where I'm from. I just don't hang with. I don't hang with goofies. That's all.
But you used to hang out with some of them niggas over there at one point.
I don't hang with goofies.
Cause it's a truth teller interview with you and the dude. Cause it's some, I guess his name Trap City.
You can't ask me about no niggas you don't see me with now.
I seen you with him though.
You can't ask me. Do you see me with him now?
But why do we not see you with him now?
Cause niggas is goofies.
He made it pretty clear he doesn't hang with goofies. So, you know, if you don't see him with them now, then you can assume that they're a goofy. Now, unfortunately, rumors after this would start going around that Vert and Q50, the #1 Bloodhound, were actually beefing, but the pair actually denied this at the time, right? Vert posted the world, it'd be better if people mind their business and stay out of grown man business. We locked. He's saying we cool. And then Q50 would post, showing a switch, snitching on himself. Stop believing everything you see on the net, man. LOL. With a finger pointing at you. LOL at you, dummies, for believing what you saw on the internet. But as we're going to hear from in a minute, maybe that's not the case. It's until Q50 goes on his story at IG Live to say we're not beefing on my dead grandma soul, we ain't believing it, all right? People saying, I hope so. I ain't sure to see them boys get into it. Reddit IG got wild with this one. Last night was speculation. It was confirmed this morning, debunked before lunch. Now, here is the thing. As of 2 days ago, Vert recently took to social media to respond to that leaked phone call that I played you at the start of this. And he basically said, clout is worse than fentanyl. Okay? He would basically be denying, he was saying that they're doing this for clout. He would say that it's not really how it looks. People saying, I guess he's a clout-addicted fiend then. Says the dope fiend. Adds credibility. I ain't going to lie with the Jada situation, the Woo situation, the Zoo situation, the Rilla one he's spitting right now. This year's trend seems to be leaking and backdooring heavily. They're saying, LOL, Vert gonna have to go the Rico Reckless route now and stand on it. He doesn't have much of a music career or leg to stand on the way Reckless did, so he can't rely on interviews and there's really nothing to ask. I hope he has money for features saved up because he might be hoodless now. I don't think Bloodhound or Trap City are going to welcome him back. He should quit the streets and sober up, go to college or a trade school. They're saying he needs to sober up and be more careful. They're saying he'll be hanging around with Tiro and dissing Q50 and Jeff by the end of the year. I don't believe that, okay? But apparently, despite the drama, the younger generation of the Bloodhounds are still holding it down, okay? There is a new generation. You got Vert's brother, Q50's brother, and Scoom brother all locked in. All this pick is missing is J Boogie, Jeff's brother. The brothers are still sticking together, all right? There might be hope for the Bloodhounds yet, and people are loving this, all right? It's got 400 upvotes. Saying Vert and his brother could be twins. Saying no names, just dudes' brothers. That's what they're saying. They're saying, I thought that was Vert. The cycle continues. They're saying there's dead dudes in waiting. I hope not. I hope these guys can find something more successful to do other than, you know, getting too deeply involved in the gang war and the politics. They're saying Q50 brother looks like his ass. He should stay out the way for real. At least he ain't out here doing dumb stuff. I was saying they found a mistake in his ass for Q50 and spank him. You got to be careful. It says Q50 brother better not dare try and claim Bloodhound or anything related to the city of Chicago. MF jumped off the porch in 2026. Knock it the F off. Right? Skirt, Q40 and Lil Broom. No, stop. Stop. They said he called him Q40, the small ass infinity. The compact, man. The compact Q50. Well, look. Okay, clearly the Bloodhounds, all right, I wouldn't be talking about them if they weren't probably one of, if not the most relevant crew of rappers in this new generation of Chicago, okay? I don't like seeing these guys get into an internal beef. Now, you know, Vert's saying that it's all clout, all right, hopefully that's the case. I would love to see Vert, Q50, and maybe even the brothers, maybe the younger brothers of all of these guys link up and do music. Could you imagine if we had like Jeff, Vert, Q50's brother, just all doing songs together? It'd be like we just rebooted and revived that whole era that we were loving when Lil Jeff was out here alive, man. So let me know what you guys thought of this breakdown, man. I'll be back with some more videos. I'm probably not going to upload as much this weekend because I'm working on a main channel video that's going to be crazy, and I need to just lock in and get my research on, okay? But thank you so much for watching and supporting the videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate it, and I'm out of here, gang. Peace.